Ken Boundy, you are the chair of the Platinum 2020 Exchange. Now, you yourself have decades of experience. I've got to ask you, what's in it for you? Why did you decide to be chair?
I think the reason that I agreed to join up and take on this role, a privileged role I might add, is firstly the alignment between my leadership philosophies and those of 2020. But the second thing is that I signed up because I think I'd have some rich experiences personally, as I hope the members of the group will. So we're going on a journey of exploration together in what is a safe environment, but one in which we come to it as open and often vulnerable people who dare to be different and are looking for insights.
Crudely put, someone might ask you, you want me to join the Platinum Group? What's in it for me?
Well, look, I think with the world that we live in, it's very, very easy to get caught up in the present and the operational. And the investment that someone might take for half a day a month has proven to be and will continue to prove to be worthwhile for those who come with the right mindset. As we look to future-proof our businesses in a rapidly changing world, these conversations can be like gold. Sometimes leaders find that they're articulating things to others that they didn't believe that they'd say, or they've had insights in the process. Other times they're learning from their colleagues. Case studies, issues in the businesses, they're a rich source of shared insight.
So every month when you get together with your team, do you have a preset agenda? Do you know exactly what the topic's likely to be, or do you allow it to be free-flowing?
Yeah, no, as a group we determine the agenda. My role as chair is to make sure the conditions are right for the collective experiences, but we will determine the agenda, and there is just so much to choose from. There are rich resources in 2020 Exchange, the faculty, the people like David Murray and Graham Bradley and some of the other chairs are valuable resources, but mostly we'll find the insights from within the room.
Can every month when you come together with your group, there might be a tendency to look at the current affairs? How do you balance this idea of discussing the urgent and the now versus keeping your group looking ahead and thinking ahead?
Yeah, well, often they're intimately linked. Because the issues of today will either not be or will be the issues of the future. So often in articulating the particular issue of the day, we can reframe it. We can have conversations that lead to different ways of looking at a problem, and the solutions may be about the future.
Ken, as we know, the CEOs that you deal with are just so busy, and here for your group they have to dedicate half a day a month. That's a lot of time. How do you think they reconcile that idea of spending the time with you versus, say, undertaking further studies with, say, an education institution?
Yeah, look, I'm not critical of people boosting their management and leadership skill sets, but the experiential environment that we find in the 2020 Exchange has no peer. This is a rich and enlightening environment that generally produces surprises. So it's more than an act of faith. You know, we know that this works, and it has worked for many people in the past. But I think that an investment in that experiential learning from peers who dare to challenge the world and dare to be different can be a journey like no other.
CEOs come with the deepest of secrets about their organisation. You ask them to open up. How do you keep everything confidential?
Yes, well, the trusting relationships formed in the group are everything, and that takes time to develop. But of course, we protect confidentiality. But it's also very, very interesting to see the way in which group members feed off each other. The ultimate is businesses that are born out of some of those relationships, but the learning from each other is quite exceptional.
So obviously this is a Chatham House rule and beyond, in fact, where people cannot even discuss anything that was spoken about during your meetings, I'd imagine that'd be quite liberating.
I think anyone who's been a CEO understands how lonely it is at the top and how much they crave a safe environment, a nurturing environment, but also a challenging environment.
Ken Boundy, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you.